I don't
Very
think there's a
irritable.
clear player that deserves the MVP, and I think Kawhi is definitely the best player. It's gonna
Well,
there's still
they
multiple
did the
games
same
left.
thing. They did the same thing the year
Is that Iggy?
Andre Iguodala
That's
won
the
the
Iggy
Finals
year,
MVP.
15.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Iggy had a few big plays down the stretch, really impacted the games.
a few, but the thing was, it was kind of like it was like Steph was the best player. Iggy made a couple good plays. LeBron led everyone in points, assists, and rebounds. So it was like okay, LeBron deserves it, but they're not going to give it to him because then he has to come out and accept the award. They're not going to do that.
That's true.
They're not giving it to Kawhi.
I mean, yeah. At this point, I would say Kawhi does deserve it, but I think you're right. I don't think they would do that. I think Kawhi definitely deserves it. If not, think it's Draymond then Steph right now.
Yeah. Okay. If so, we have 2 games in Golden State coming up. Do the Raptors? They need to steal at least one.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. If they
If
don't
they
steal it,
lose this game, are they? Are they starting to reel, or do they need to win Game 3?
I mean, all you got to do is split one of them, and then do I make the 3-1 joke? I mean, they lose two. Do I still make the 3-1 joke?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the Warriors are ever going to lose another 3-1 series.
I think Game
Or
Three
at
is the
least this
best.
core of Warriors.
I think Game 3 is the best chance for the Raptors, seeing how there's all these injuries and they're vulnerable.
Yeah. So
And
if
that
they
changes all
lose
the
Game
momentum.
3, are you calling? You're not ready to call it a series. You want to see Game 4?
Oh yeah, I'm not calling the series until I see if Clay's gonna be if Clay's gonna be able to play, if KD's gonna be able
Yeah.
to play. There's still so many
Yeah,
players. I don't know.
I think you gotta win Game 3. I think this is it. The Warriors are. This is the most beatable they'll be. If you can't win Game 3, you're not gonna win Game 4. I don't think.
I'm not calling
And,
it.
and
Go
you're
ahead.
not winning the series.
I'm not calling this a must win, but if the Warriors do take Game 3, that's like they knock you down. This is a boxing fight. They hit you hard, and you're going down, and you got to get up to the 8 count, and you got to just kind of fight for the rest of the fight and survive and win some. You got to win big and win your rounds. I don't. I think it's. I mean, you split. You split. As long as you split, you're okay, and you still have home court advantage.
Yeah, I'm
That's.
gonna
It's
go
not a
ahead
must
and
win.
say
It's not a must win.
I think for me, I think Game 3 is a must win because if they don't win Game 3, I don't think they win Game 4. I don't see how you go up against this hobbled squad, lose, and then say, all right, we can do it against a better team tomorrow.
It's true. I mean, all. I understand that. But I mean, it's still. I think they can win.
Yeah, anything can happen.
It's any night, and then if maybe Kyle Lowry and Kawhi get hot at the same night,
Or Pascal has another great night.
if as long as Kawhi and someone else get hot in the same night, they can beat them. They can always beat them. Anything else you want to say about this series?
It's going to be interesting to see what Kawhi does. Because it seemed to work when they say, all right, Kawhi can kind of start to score his, and we're just going to make sure the role players stay quiet. It's going to be interesting to see if Kawhi tries to exploit that a little more, or if he's able to make the plays for the role players when they crash on
him. Yeah. I don't have much else to add.
That's all.
Game 3.
Great defense.
Tuesday night, tomorrow night, right?
It's 2 days in between. Game 3 is on Wednesday. Next one's on Friday.
Yeah. So Wednesday night. Tomorrow we don't have any.
No, it's on Wednesday and Saturday.
No, it's Wednesday, Friday.
Wednesday, Friday?
Yeah. Wednesday, Friday. So we don't have any action tomorrow. We don't see the Stanley Cup again until Thursday. I guess we can just jump into the Stanley Cup if you want to talk at all about it. The Blues just tied it up 2-2 in the series going back to Boston. It's been a hell of a series, and it's been like real back and forth. Each team looks dominant at some points. I think the Blues have been the better team, but at then some points the Bruins just look dominant. Game 3, Boston was reeling. I think Game 1, Boston was dominant also, but I think the Blues have been the better team for the majority of the series.
The next game is in Boston, right?
Yeah, Thursday night in Boston.
I mean, it's kind of tougher for hockey, but the Bruins need to win it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They just have to win. They just have to win the home games, right? And they win, right?
Yeah, correct. I mean, yeah, you lose Game 5, and then you got to go back to St. Louis. Ooh, that's tough. That's real tough.
It's not happening. They just need to win their home games. That's what they got to do. Protect the home rink, and they got to win those games. I mean, they scored 7 in Game 3, so we know they can put it past the Blues. It's just they gotta, get back to it, I guess.
I don't want to say Game 5 is the must win because I always think like Game 6 is the must win because it's always tough. Game 7, really anything happens.
Game 6 are games.
Game 6, that's your momentum game. If you lose it when you're up 3-2, I feel like it just gives the momentum back to the team going into Game 7. And obviously, if you close out Game 6, you close it out and you're champion. I always think the Game 6 is the must win over the Game 5 in a 2-2 series.
Who do you want to see win?
Oh, St. Louis. 100% St. Louis. I'm not a big Boston sports guy. Do not like Boston sports. Tired of seeing them win.
They don't need anything else to cheer about.
Yeah. Imagine being in a championship in every sport, and then your basketball team goes to the second round of the playoffs, and you're just like, I guess it was a decent year for our sports teams. And that's just like every year for them.
Did you see speaking of it, did you see that Kawhi Instagram thing?
No.
Or not Kawhi, Kyrie Irving, Kyrie Irving Instagram thing?
No, what happened?
Oh my gosh, here, I gotta find it. He posted some, super woke Instagram thing.
Oh, great.
We gotta talk about something else because I gotta look it up. I wasn't actually prepared for this.
Is it an Earth is flat thing, or is it more of him saying he's really smart again?
It was like kind of the Earth is flat. It was okay. So it's my light brothers and sisters. The age of no more secrets is upon us. World peace will be achieved in our lifetime, and we better effing believe it. Let them have all that fabricated bull and then 4 stars, 4 asterisks. So who knows what that could mean. That
smart.
genuine love and energy spreads all over the world. I sees all. I am.
Yeah, I don't know what any of that meant. That's how much smarter he is than me. I just don't understand any of it.
The highlights that I gotta say are, one, it's the picture is him and a friend of his, I guess, cheersing empty glasses. Empty glasses. There's nothing in them. But I guess I'm not woke enough to see what's in them. But 2, my light brothers and sisters, not just his brothers and sisters, his brothers and sisters from the light.
His enlightened brothers and sisters, I think.
I guess it has to. The saying, world peace will be achieved in our lifetime. I think that's pretty.
Yeah. Meta World Peace already won an NBA championship. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. He's
achieved all. Then the I see all, and the best part is just ending it with I am. It doesn't even you are. It's just that's an incomplete sentence. That's improper grammar, man.
I don't know. I don't even know how to spin on this, but I am seeing his bio is now I am, and it looks like his profile picture is an Illuminati thing.
It's the Illuminati eye, yeah.
Who is talking to him and preaching all this stuff into Kyrie's ear?
Do you think he's trying to start up the Illuminati? Like, he thinks it exists, and they're like, no, it doesn't, and he's like, well, we got to start it up. Is that what's happening?
Could you imagine if he went up to Kyrie? He's thinking he's so woke, and he's like, Kyrie, if you're speaking out the Illuminati, you're obviously not in it, and they're not going to put you in it. And then he's just going to be like, oh.
Yeah, first rule of Fight Club.
I don't know what's going on with him. I'm trying to watch this other video he has now.
Isn't it's just like I was talking to someone about it. Like, isn't this just the most wild thing ever? Him joining the Celtics. Like, people were saying, oh, he's not a true, like, he can't run an offense. He's not a good defender. He's too, he needs the basketball in his hands too much and all this. But what brought him down was these cryptic, like, he was just too much, like, too woke. You would say, like, that's what ended up, like, ending the thing in Boston. It wasn't even that he did bad off the court stuff. It was that he just went off the deep end. And people, like, couldn't be friends with him.
I don't know what's going on with him. I just read another Instagram It's just the Illuminati eye. It's the next Instagram picture. I don't know.
It.
Go, someone that's smarter than us, go enlighten us what's going on with Kyrie. because we're obviously
I
not
would-
woke enough.
I would love to have like a conspiracy theorist, like a tin hat wearer, like just break it all down, all
Next
stuff.
show, we're gonna
Next
have a segment and we're gonna break down all these posts way more intuitively. I might reach out for like a really wacko guest.
we need to. I'll go on. I'll be like, driving down like the streets of Nashville trying to find someone that believes in it.
Okay, you go on the Nashville streets. I'm gonna go to Reddit. I'm gonna try and find someone to really explain this to us. I'm gonna come up with some theories. I'm really writing this down. Next show, it's gonna come right after the NBA Finals Game 3. This is gonna be the big segment. I'm pumped for it.
Also, I do want to say the Warriors won a game away, so free Taco Bell till June 18th.
Until June 18th?
One free Dorito Locos Tacos.
On June 18th or until June 18th?
Until June 18th.
Until?
Yeah. Well, no, like, you only get one.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah, but still, one free taco. I'll take it.
I love Taco Bell. I'm a big Taco Bell. No free ads, but I'm a huge Taco Bell supporter. If you listen to this, if someone that works at Taco Bell has some insight.
All right, that's about all I have for NBA. Man, it's gonna be so interesting. Oh, just seeing if you're okay. Sorry, I know I just said that's all I have, but if you're the Knicks or the Nets or whatever team he's choosing, are you like maybe we pass on Kyrie? Do you offer him less because of this? Is this a problem?
I would look at Kemba Walker.
No, they're gonna. What's gonna happen is the Hornets are gonna trade Kemba Walker for Chris Paul.
I would love Kemba Walker to be in MSG one more time, run back the old Big East glory, his great run that started from the Big East tournament. I would love nothing more than Kemba going back home to MSG.
He's gonna be a rocket. You heard it here first.
I think that would be like the most beautiful NBA thing ever. And then the old Big East heads, they'd be so happy, and I'd be so happy for them. They'd come out of their. I feel like they're just like old people just sitting in their like. I'm thinking of like a Game of Thrones thing. They're all in their down below in their basement things. What are their basement things called? The Creps?
Hey, no spoilers. The Crips.
The Crips? That's where they're at.
Like
They're in their
Crips.
Crips, and they're all sad. They're watching like old YouTube videos of Patrick Ewing just dominating, bodying people. And then someone's be like, "Did you guys hear? Kemba's going back to MSG." And they just slowly walk back up with their New York jerseys. They throw their lugs and their the Tims.
Right.
They got
Timbs.
everything going on. They got the Fred VanVleet beard. They're gassed up. They're pumped. The old Big East heads, they're back.
Well, they definitely want Kevin Durant. Like that's who they want.
Kevin Durant's the number one priority.
Yes.
And then
I don't
priority
get that
2.
excited about Kemba.
Priority 2 would be a point guard.
Did they have Kevin Knox? Is
Yeah.
that who they picked?
Yeah, they had a really good rookie class. Kevin Knox was a little banged up, but Alonzo Trier was really good. And then who's the other rookie they have that was really good? Robinson?
Couldn't tell you.
I think it's Allen Robinson. But
Sounds
all the rookies had really good years. I think they're trying to get rid of Frankie Nicotine. I don't know how to Nita Lakina.
Yeah, he's not good.
He's a really good defender. He's a great
He's
on ball.
He's not good.
He's like the best on ball point guard in the NBA.
Yeah, and his offense is atrocious. He's a black hole in offense, and he's your point guard.
It's okay. He's your defensive maestro. But I think they're going to.
You could play him as a Tony Allen role, I guess, but
yeah, I don't think I think he's a really good bench player, someone to have there.
Yeah, I guess so.
But I think they're trying to trade him anyway. I think they're trying to get a late first or second rounder for him. I know there was a rumor out that they were trying to package. They were thinking about trading the 3 to the Hawks for the 8 and 10. I don't really understand the move for them. I don't understand the move for them. I guess unless they just don't feel good about RJ Barrett.
Why would the Hawks want to move up to 3 though?
RJ Barrett.
Why would they take RJ Barrett?
He's phenomenal.
I mean, I get it, but like RJ Barrett's a ball first type of guy. He needs the ball in his hands.
I think
you already got Trae Young.
I think RJ Barrett would work very well. I'd be very happy if the Hawks got RJ Barrett.
So?
Yeah, I mean Trae Young can pass the ball. He's one of the best playmakers for his age ever. Yeah, I mean RJ Barrett's a great player. I mean, yeah. I mean, and then Trey Young, if Trey Young can run